Hey, what's happening? This is Tom, NerdRemix.com. I got a movie for you today from the guys at Worldwide Multimedia, and I think somebody was asleep at the switch in the quality control department over at WWMM, because usually their output's pretty good. This is not the case this time. The movie in question is Season in Hell, Evil Farmhouse Torture. You notice the picture on the front and the back has nothing to do with the film proper. This was written and directed by a guy named Elliot Passantino, and Season in Hell it starts out after a terrorist attack in New Jersey. I think some guys are trying to go up to Canada. George and Carl, they need gas, and they stop at a farmhouse who is occupied by a guy named Marbus, who is has the most annoying quasi-hillbilly voice since Larry the Cable Guy. Picture Larry the Cable Guy, only dumber and more annoying. Obviously a sketch artist, and these guys decide to stay overnight so they can get some gas from him in the morning after drinking a few beers. Well, the thing kind of denigrates into that. They discovered some tortured chicks in the basement, one of whom, the fat chick, screams out, "Help us, motherfucker," which, you know, wouldn't endear me to help somebody. I don't know about you. But anyway, there's a gimp in a Slipknot reject mask walking around, a big huge guy. There's a hot nun. There's a lot of boobs in this movie, but most of them are out of focus and shaky and grainy. There's set pieces that go on way too long. There's gore all over the place, but nobody has any obvious wounds. There's lots of dream sequences and shaky camera work that's more Weird Al Yankovic than it is Kenneth Anger, and it's kind of like this movie is trying really hard to be avant-garde and artsy in a House of a Thousand Corpses way, even with the music, the camera work, the shots, and the tone, and it's an epic fail in that point because this movie goes nowhere. There's not really much of a plot here, and what they do have, they don't flesh out very well, and the jarring dream sequences, surreal set pieces, I have no fucking idea what they're shooting for. Just have really intrusive noise, and it's hard to listen to, and it's very irritating to try and watch, and you actually have no idea what's going on. Like I said, the girl that plays the nun is really hot. Other than that, not a whole lot of acting talent on display here. I suppose the locations were kind of cool, I don't know, but very, very amateurish and terribly put together movie. And like I said, it tries to be artsy in a House of a Thousand Corpses type of way, you know, with the flash editing and the weird set pieces in between, you know, the surreal stuff and the kaleidoscope shots and all that shit in between the actual narrative, and that's one of the main knocks that people have on House of a Thousand Corpses, and it manifests itself annoyingly so in this. So yeah, this is not good. I cannot recommend this film. I can't think of anything to recommend this film about. There was a lot of stuff that they could have done with this that they didn't, and like I said, man, it's not a very good movie. Season in Hell is definitely a season in hell if you could make it through it. I'm surprised I did, and yeah, this is not a good movie. I can't think of anything I could say to recommend this, and as much as I like to support independent cinema, as much as I'd like to maintain a relationship with Worldwide Multimedia, because they do put out some good movies, they do take a chance on some movies that normally wouldn't get an audience and get distribution, but somebody was asleep at the switch on this one, either that or somebody had a friend. And that's the only explanation I can think of it, because wow, why would you let something like this slip through the cracks, and why would you have to design, which is really cool and really exciting, packaging for a movie that has nothing to do with packaging, and that really, in a nutshell, sucks musty balls. This is not a good movie. I give it a 2 out of 10 based on the fact that it was a feature that they finished. Okay, you get 1 point for finishing, and 2, you have some decent locations. So there's 2 points. You get 2 out of 10 for this, a 20%, which is an epic fail. And avoid Season in Hell, Evil Farmhouse Torture at all costs, unless you're doing a best worst movie thing like what's that fucking the Troll 2 or whatever. And yeah, it still doesn't work for that. So Yeah, avoid this movie. And it sucks. I'm Tom. Support independent cinema. Don't support independent cinema like this. And yeah, I give this a resounding 2 out of 10. Thanks for watching, and God, avoid this movie. And yeah, avoid this movie. Thanks.